Hello my dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you mathematics in standard 8. Today we are going to start chapter number 1, rational and irrational number, in which we are going to see introduction to rational numbers, concept of number line and practice set 1.1. But children, before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side and pressing the bell icon at the same time to get my recent videos of next chapters also. Name of lesson is rational and irrational numbers. So children, in this lesson we are going to study about the numbers. Before this, in our lower standards, we have seen many types of numbers. Which are those numbers? Let us see. Let's recall. We are familiar with natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. So which are the natural numbers? Natural numbers are also known as counting numbers. These numbers we have been studying since our junior KG, senior KG, first standard. That means we have been studying these numbers since we started to go to our school. So natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, dot, dot, dot. What does this dot, dot, dot means, children? This dot, dot, dot means infinite. We cannot say the numbers after this also. But what we have to remember, that natural number starts from 1. The smallest natural number is 1, and then from 1 it goes on and on and on. There is no stop to the natural numbers. Are you understanding? That means if I say 6, it is also a natural number. If I say 27, it is also a natural number. If I say 55, it is also a natural number. If I say 100, it is also a natural number. If I say 1255, is also a natural number. If I say 1,90,456 is also a natural number. That means the number which comes after 1, all the numbers are natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and dot, dot, dot. So natural numbers are the numbers which start from 1 and which go on and on and on. Now whole numbers. Whole numbers, we can see all the natural numbers are there, 1, 2, 3, 4 and dot, dot, dot. But whole numbers start from 0. So smallest whole number is 0. 0 is not there in the natural number. Okay. So this is the main difference between natural number and whole number. In natural number 0 is not there, but in whole number 0 is there. Whole number starts from 0 and then all natural numbers are there in the whole numbers. Whole numbers are also infinite. Dot, dot, dot means infinite. There are many whole numbers. Now after that we have seen integers. In integers there are whole numbers also, natural numbers also, and with that negative numbers are also there. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, dot, dot, dot. All natural and whole numbers are there, uncountable, infinite. And as we go on the left hand side, number goes on decreasing. So there are negative numbers also there. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. The number goes on and on and on. There is no stop to these numbers. So if you say -99, it is also an integer. If you say -125, it is also an integer. If you say -1296, it is also a integer. So in integers there are all positive numbers, all negative numbers, and with that 0 is also there. Now let us see what are the rational numbers. Rational numbers are, as you all can see, 0, 3, 8, 32 upon 3, 67 upon 5. Then on left hand side of 0 we can see -4, 10 upon -7. That means here, see, the definition is given. The numbers of the form m upon n are called rational number. That means there should be numerator denominator. If you say here 3 is not in the numerator denominator form, then you are wrong. 3 is in the numerator denominator form because there is 1 in the denominator of 3. So it is not only 3, it is 3 upon 1. There is 1 in the denominator of 8, so it is 8 upon 1. There is 1 in the denominator of 0, so it is 0 upon 1. There is 1 in the denominator of -4, so it is -4 upon 1. So rational numbers are in the form of m upon n, but n should not be 0. That means this denominator should not be 0. Here it is written, here m and n are integers, but n should not be 0. So let us once again see the meaning of numbers. Natural numbers. Natural numbers are the numbers which starts from 1, then it goes on increasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and dot 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 dot. That means there are infinite natural numbers. It starts from 1, so smallest natural number is 1. Then whole number starts from 0, and then all natural numbers are there in the whole numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and infinite whole numbers are there. Then in integers there are negative numbers, there are positive numbers, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. Then all positive numbers are also there. Infinite positive numbers, infinite negative numbers are there. And then it comes rational numbers. Rational numbers are in the form of m upon n, and m and n can be any integer. M and n can be any integer. That means all these integers, they can be any integers. And the biggest condition is n should not be equal to 0. N should not be equal to 0. N is not equal to 0. So these are the numbers which we have to keep in mind, and accordingly we will have to solve the sums. Now let us see what is the next topic of our lesson. Next topic is to show the rational numbers on a number line. So for this you should know the basic number line first, and then only you can show the rational numbers on a number line. So basic number line we should know first. See children, here I have drawn any line. As you all can see, I have drawn a line and we have to show the number line first. So let us see how to show the numbers on a line. If I make markings on a line, for example, here somewhere I have taken the midpoint and I am marking this point as a 0. And from this 0, if I keep on marking the points at the distance, at an equal distance should be equal. I am marking that at the distance of 1 centimeter every time. Here I have marked, here I have marked, here I have marked. Every time I am marking at an equal distance, at the distance of 1 centimeter each. On left hand side of 0 also I am marking the numbers at 1 centimeter. That means at an equal distance. So here it is 0. Here I have marked 0. So as when we go on the right hand side of 0, the numbers are positive. The numbers go on increasing. That means here I can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right hand side of 0, there are positive numbers, and when we go on the left hand side, the numbers become negative. Left hand side of 0, the numbers are negative. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 like this. That means what? When we go on the right hand side on the number line, the number goes on increasing. When we go on the left hand side on the number line, the number goes on decreasing. What does it mean? -6 is smaller than -5. Okay, -6 is smaller than all these numbers. -5 is smaller than all these numbers. -5 is smaller than -4. It is smaller than -3. It is smaller than -2. It is smaller than -1. It is smaller than 0 also. So that means what? Negative numbers are smaller than 0 and they are smaller than positive numbers also. And positive numbers are greater than negative numbers. Negative numbers are lesser than positive numbers and positive numbers are greater than negative numbers. So as we go on the right hand side, they are increasing. That means 7 is bigger than 6, 7 is greater than 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 like that. 7 is greater than minus 1, minus 2 like that. 6 is greater than 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So the left hand side numbers are smaller. As we go on the left hand side, numbers become smaller, smaller, smaller. That means minus 100 is smaller than 0. All negative numbers are smaller than 0 and all the positive numbers are bigger than 0. So keeping all these things in mind, we will solve our practice set 1.1.
So now let's start practice set 1.1.
Question number 1. Show the following numbers on number line. Draw a separate number line for each example. We have given the rational numbers in each example and we have to show these rational numbers on a number line. So before actually drawing all these numbers on a number line, before actually plotting the numbers on number line, we have to remember few things. So let us see which are those things which we have to remember. First thing, when we draw a number line, we should see that all the numbers should be at an equal distance. That means this should be the unit distance. 0 to 1 and 1 to 2, 2 to 3, all these distances should be equal. If you have taken 0 to 1 distance of 1 centimeter, 1 to 2 should also be 1 centimeter, 2 to 3 should also be 1 centimeter. Then 0 to minus 1 should also be 1 centimeter, minus 1 to minus 2 is also 1 centimeter and minus 2 to minus 3 is also 1 centimeter. So the distance should be equal. Now you can take any distance. It is not necessary that this distance should be 1 centimeter. It can be 2 centimeter, it can be 3 centimeter depending upon the rational numbers which we have given in the sum. If we have given the smaller numbers, the distance can be smaller. But if we have given the bigger numbers, if the denominator numbers are bigger, then the distance we have to take the big distance between 0 to 1, 1 to 2. That means the unit distance should be big. So let us observe the numbers. First question is 3 upon 2, 5 upon 2, minus 3 upon 2. That means 2 is there in the denominator. When 2 is there in the denominator, what we will do? We have to observe these numbers in the denominator always. First observe the numbers in denominator and after that plot the points on number line. So as 2 is there in the denominator, what we do? We make 2 equal parts of each unit. 0 to 1 there should be 2 equal parts. 1 to 2 there should be 2 equal parts. 2 to 3 there should be 2 equal parts. If there is 5 in the denominator, we have to make 5 equal parts from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, then 0 to minus 1, minus 1 to minus 2 and minus 2 to minus 3. So depending on the number in the denominator, we have to divide the unit distance into those many equal distances. If 2 is there in the denominator, we have to divide 1 unit into 2 equal parts. If 5 is there in the unit in the denominator, we have to divide the unit distance into 5 equal parts. If 8 is there in the denominator, we have to divide the unit distance into 8 equal parts. And if 10 is there in the denominator, we have to divide the unit distance into 10 equal parts. So first it is 2. So what we do? We will divide this 0 to 1 into 2 equal parts. So I am going to divide it into 2 equal parts. Now see, as this 0 to 1 distance is 3 centimeter. So equal part will be 1 and half, 1 and half. So I have divided this 0 to 1 into 2 equal parts. Then next I will be dividing 0 to 2 also in 2 equal parts. That is 1 and half. Again I will be dividing this 2 to 3 in 2 equal parts, 1 and half. Same thing I am going to do on the left hand side of 0. I will be dividing the unit distance into 2 equal parts. As you all can see, I am making the points, I am plotting the points at the distance of 1.5 centimeter every time, because the unit distance I have taken 3 centimeters. So what I did, I have divided all the unit distances into two equal parts. Why two equal parts? Because the denominator is 2. Now as I have divided into 2 equal parts, after 0, the first point is 1/2. The second point, which already have written as 1, is 2/2. And 2/2 is nothing but 1. 2 ones are 2. So 2/2 is 1, 3/3 is 1, 4/4 is 1, 5/5 is 1. Correct na? 3/3 is also 1, 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3. 4/4 is also 1. When same number is there in the numerator denominator, the answer is 1. So the after 0, first point is 1/2, second point is 2/2, 2/2 is 1, third point is 3/2, fourth point, which we already have written 2, is 4/2. Fourth point is 4/2, and 4/2 is nothing but 2. If you cancel, what answer you will be getting? 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So again 2/1 means 2. Then next point is 5/2, and sixth point is 6/2, which I have marked as 3. So 6/2 means what? 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So 6/2 is nothing but 3. So in this way, when we have divided the unit distances into two equal parts, so immediately after 0, the first point is 1/2, then second point is 2/2, third point is 3/2, fourth point is 4/2, fifth point is 5/2, sixth point is 6/2, and so on. Similarly, on the left hand side also we can write same thing. The first point after 0 is -1/2. Second point is -2/2. -2/2 means -1, which we have written already here. Then third point is -3/2. Fourth point, which we have written -2, means -4/2. -5/2 fifth point, and sixth point is -6/2. In this way we have to count the points from 0. If we have made two equal parts of one unit, the first point is 1/2, like this. When we make the 5 equal parts of one unit, the first point will be 1/5, second point will be 2/5, like that. So let us see actually how to draw the pair diagram of this question. So as you all can see, I have written the question and I have drawn the line. First question, 3/2, 5/2, -3/2. So I have drawn a line, and now I am going to plot the points on this line. I have to make two equal parts. So first I will be plotting 0 somewhere in the middle of this line. This is 0. This is 0. Now as I have to make two equal parts, 1, 2. This second point is 1. Okay. So 0 to 1, 1 unit I have divided into two equal parts. Now again I will be doing the same thing. I am taking equal distance, 1 centimeter distance. 1, 2. This point is, second point is 2. Then again 1, 2. This second point is 3. Same thing I am going to do on left hand side also. 1, 2. This second point is -1. 1, 2. This second point is -2. 1, 2. This second point is -3. In this way we have to plot the points 1, 2, 3, -1, 2, 3, and so on. First we have to plot these points by taking the equal distance as the number in the denominator 2. I have taken equal distances 2 centimeter every time, and I have plotted the points 1, 2, 3. Now we have to show these points 3 upon 2, 5 upon 2 and minus 3 upon 2 on a number line. So let us see how to show. As I have told you, when we have divided this 1 unit distance, the first point immediately after 0 is 1 upon 2. This first point which comes immediately after 0 is 1 upon 2. Then this is 2 upon 2. 2 upon 2 means 1. This is 3 upon 2. This third point is 3 upon 2 and we have to show 3 upon 2. So this point I will be showing by drawing a small arrow. And this point is 3 upon 2. And you can give any name to this point, maybe A. This 0 can be shown by O. Okay. So this point is 3 upon 2. 2 means 4 upon 2. And this is 5 upon 2. This point is 5 upon 2. This point you can show by writing letter B on it. So A means 3 upon 2, B means 5 upon 2. Now next we have to show minus 3 upon 2. So on the left hand side of 0, first point is minus 1 upon 2. Second point is minus 2 upon 2. Minus 2 upon 2 means minus 1. And third point will be minus 3 upon 2. So this is minus 3 upon 2. And this can be shown by writing C on this point. So in this way, these 3 points we can show on a number line. Now let us see the next sum, where also I have drawn the number line. Now I have to plot the points. I am plotting the points now. As 5 is there in the denominator, we will have to make 5 equal parts of 1 unit. Of each unit we have to make 5 equal parts. So let us see how to make the 5 equal parts first. Somewhere in the middle of the line we have to show 0 here. Now as 5 equal parts are there, big number is there in the denominator, so I will take the distance of half of centimeter every time. See here, half centimeter. First, second point I have plotted, then third, fourth and fifth. This fifth point will be 1. Okay, as here I have taken second point as 1 because 2 was there in the denominator. So in first sum I have taken second point as 1. Here I have to take fifth point as 1 because 5 is there in the denominator, and I have taken this distance is very small, half of centimeter. Here I have taken 1 centimeter because this denominator number was small. Now here the denominator number is big, so I have to take small distances. I have taken fifth point now. Now we have to take 5 points again. Let us see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This fifth point is 2. Now let's see one more time. We will be doing the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This fifth point is 3. Same thing we are going to do on the left hand side of this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This fifth line is minus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This fifth point is minus 2. Then one more time we will be doing the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is fifth point and which is minus 3. So in this way we have divided 0 to 1, 1 unit, 1 to 2, 2 unit, second unit, 2 to 3, third unit. So each unit we have divided into 5 equal parts because 5 is there in the unit place. Now start counting and show these numbers on a number line. 7 upon 5 plus 7 upon 5, it will come on the right hand side of 0. First point is 1 upon 5, second is 2 upon 5, third is 3 upon 5, fourth is 4 upon 5. This is 5 upon 5, 5 upon 5 means 1. Then next point is 6 upon 5 and this is 7 upon 5. Seventh point after 0 is 7 upon 5. I am showing by drawing small arrow. So this is 7 upon 5. You can write A here. 0 means O. Now we have to show two negative points on left hand side. So start counting on left hand side of 0. First point is minus 1 upon 2. This is minus 2 upon 2, minus 3 upon, sorry, not 2, it is 5. Minus 1 upon 5, minus 2 upon 5, minus 3 upon 5, minus 4 upon 5. We have to show minus 2 upon 5 and minus 4 upon 5. So first is minus 1 upon 5, second is minus 2 upon 5. This is minus 2 upon 5. You can write B here. So this is minus 2 upon 5, this is minus 3 upon 5, and fourth point is minus 4 upon 5. And this you can write C here. So in this way A, B and C points we can plot by using this method. Now let us see the next sum. 5 upon 8 and 11 upon 8 is there. So we have to make 8 equal parts. So let us make 8 equal parts. First we will be plotting the 0. I am plotting 0 somewhere here. Okay, I will plot here. This is my 0. Now 8 is there in the denominator, so again we have to take the small distances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this 8 point is 1. One more time I will be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This 8 point is 2. Okay. Same thing I am going to do on the left hand side of 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 point is minus 1. Again same thing we have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 point is minus 2. So in this way we have plotted plus 1, plus 2, minus 1, minus 2. Now start counting. We have to show minus 5 upon 8 and minus 11 upon 8. Sorry, plus 11 upon 8. So as 8 we have divided into 8 equal parts. So first point immediately after 0 is 1 upon 8. Second point is 2 upon 8 like this. 3 upon 8, 4 upon 8, 5 upon 8, 6 upon 8, 7 upon 8, and 1 means 8 upon 8. Then this is 9 upon 8, this is 10 upon 8, and this point is 11 upon 8. So we can show it by drawing a small arrow. This is 11 upon 8. You can write point A here. This is O. Now we have to show minus 5 upon 8. Minus number comes on the left hand side of 0. So first point is minus 1 upon 8. Second is minus 2 upon 8. Third is minus 3 upon 8. Fourth is minus 4 upon 8. And fifth point is minus 5 upon 8. And this you can show by writing B on this number. In this way you can show plot the points. Now let us see the fourth sum, last sum of this question. 10 is there in the denominator. As 10 is there in the denominator, we have to make 10 equal parts. So let us make 10 equal parts. Okay, here I will be writing 0. Now from 0 I am going to start making the points, plotting the points at half distance, centimeter distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 is there in the denominator, so we have to make 10 equal parts. So 10th point is plus 1. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th point is plus 2. Same way we will be doing on the left hand side of 0. So let us do it on left hand side of 0. Half of centimeter distance I will be plotting the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This 10th point is minus 1. After that I don't have that much space, so I will be plotting the points only at half of distance, half of centimeter distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have plotted 8 points. I don't have space. 2 more points are required and then there will be minus 2. Here 9 and 10 will be there and then minus 2 will come. Now let us start counting the points so that we can plot 13 upon 10 and minus 17 upon 10. This O means 0. This 0 means O. Now first point is 1 upon 10, second is 2 upon 10, 3 upon 10, 10 parts we have divided. So 1 means 10 upon 10. Then this is 11 upon 10, 12 upon 10 and this point will be 13 upon 10. And 13 upon 10 we will show by drawing a arrow, small arrow. This is 13 upon 10. We can write A here. So in this way 13th point after 0 is 13 upon 10. And 17th point after 0 on left hand side is minus 17 upon 10. So this is minus 10 upon 10, minus 1 means minus 10 upon 10. Now let us see 17th point. This is 10th point, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this 17th point after 0 on left hand side is minus 17 upon 10. Here you can show by putting small arrow. This is minus 17 upon 10 and you can write B here. So in this way we can plot the points of rational numbers on a number line.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
See children, second question. Observe the number line and answer the questions. We have to observe this number line and we have to answer the questions. Which number is indicated by point B? Where is point B? Here it is point B. Let us first see in how many parts this one unit is divided. This one unit 0 to 1 is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Okay. Let us see 1 to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So all the units, each unit is divided into 4 parts. That means after 0, first point is 1 upon 4, second is 2 upon 4, third is 3 upon 4 and this is 4 upon 4. So each unit is divided into 4 parts. So let us see B. Where is B? Here it is B. B, here it is on negative side. So let us count till this. Minus 1 upon 4, minus 2 upon 4, minus 3 upon 4. Then this is minus 4 upon 4, minus 5 upon 4, minus 6 upon 4, minus 7 upon 4, minus 8 upon 4, minus 9 upon 4. And B is having minus 10 upon 4. So which number is indicated by point B? Minus 10 upon 4 is indicated by point B. So let us write the answer. Answer you should write in full sentence. How to write? Answer minus 10 upon 4 is indicated by point B. In this way we have to write the answer. Now let us check the second question. Which point indicates number 1 integer 3 upon 4. This is mixed fraction. First we have to convert this mixed fraction into simple fraction. Answer of second question. Okay. This is the mixed fraction 1 integer 3 upon 4. How to convert it into the simple fraction? 1 multiplied by 4 plus this 3 and upon 4 as it is. Upon denominator we have to write as it is. So what is the answer? 1 4 is 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 upon 4. That means we have to see that which point indicates 7 upon 4 plus 7 upon 4. Let us start. 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4. 1 means 4 upon 4. This is 5 upon 4, 6 upon 4 and 7 upon 4. Which point we can see here? C. So point C indicates one integer 3 upon 4. In this way we have to write the answer. Now let us see. State whether the statement the point D denotes number 5 upon 2 is true or false. We have to see that whether D denotes 5 upon 2 or not. Where is D? Here it is D. Let us start counting from this till D. So this first number is, this first is 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4, 1 means 4 upon 4, 5 upon 4, 6 upon 4, 7 upon 4, 8 upon 4, 9 upon 4 and D means 10 upon 4. D indicates, here I am writing answer of 3. Point D indicates ten upon 4. See children, when we cancel this, what we get? 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. So 10 upon 4 is nothing but 5 upon 2. That means D indicates 5 upon 2. So D denotes number 5 upon 2 is true. Therefore, this statement is true. In this way, we can solve the sums from practice set 1.1.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.